Hello once again, and welcome to another episode of Inside IUE Sports. I'm your host, Caleb Gillock, and as always, we've got another great show on the way for you here today. Hard to believe it, but it's almost time of the end of the basketball season, as both teams will be hosting Senior Day coming up on February 17th against Ohio Christian. The women's game will be at 1 p.m. and the men to follow at 3 p.m. Well, with that in mind, let's go ahead and tip the show off by meeting our women's basketball seniors.
Hi everyone, my name is Kristen Miller and I'm from Ottawa, Ohio, and my major is psychology with a double minor in criminal justice and financial forensic accounting. There are many reasons why I chose IU East. One would be because they offer an IU degree. Having a Big Ten degree is really important to me because I do want to further my education after undergrad. And also, I was familiar with our head coach, Tiffany Selhorst, because she grew up in my hometown. So I knew a little bit about her, and it was more of a comfort thing than anything. And I would say lastly, when I came on my visit, it just seemed very homey. I'm from a very small town, so it was really important for me to feel at home when I came on my visit. So that was really important to me, and you know, I feel like I made the right choice. Oh, my favorite IU East basketball memory. There's also quite a few of those, but I would say definitely, you know, being undefeated in our home gym last year, the entire season, because it was our first year playing in it, which was awesome. And then being able to host conference tournament and beating IU Kokomo in the championship game, which then sent us to nationals. Also, I would say this year, playing Olivet and beating them in overtime was definitely really fun because everyone came out and gave it their all. From the bottom of the bench to the top, everybody gave it our all, and you know, we celebrated quite often after that. After graduation, I plan to go to grad school and get my PhD in forensic psychology. I am looking at Chicago and California right now, so I'm waiting to hear back to see where I get accepted. So keep your fingers crossed. And my message to IU East fans is thank you for the support. Thank you for everything. Thank you for helping us get this amazing facility to play in. You know, and shout out to our parents. They're constantly coming to all of our games, traveling. They are making us food, which of course we love food. And also, I'd like to tell all those parents and who have kids that are younger, start them early. Get them out there and, you know, make them reach their goals to play college basketball or any college sport, because playing a college sport, it helps you in the future. It brings character out in you, and it sets you up for jobs afterwards, or if you want to further your education. It really helps, you know, make a person out of you, make a stronger individual. And last thing I gotta say is go Red Wolves.
Okay, hi, my name is Daisha Boyd. I'm from Anderson, Indiana. I am majoring in general studies and I have a minor in psychology. I chose to attend IU East because I wanted to help start the basketball program here. Us the seniors, we were the first ones to ever start, and then I wanted to come here for academics. My favorite IU East basketball memory, I would have to say winning the conference championships. And then making it to nationals, like that was all pretty fun. I'm gonna throw in there my worst memory. My worst memory probably was when we went to Marine training. That was like the worst day of my life. But at the end, it was like very rewarding and stuff. So after graduation, I plan to go to grad school, hopefully to either IUPUI or Indiana Wesleyan. I'll be an occupational therapist, so hopefully that works out pretty well. So my message to the IU East fans, just thank you for supporting us for the past 4 years and continue out to come to support us, and even after we're gone. Thank you so much for all your encouraging words. I know I have been injured like for the past 2 seasons, and I'm just now getting back like not too long ago. But thank you for all your encouraging words. Thank you for always being there for us and for cheering us on and traveling with us. So.
Hi, my name is Tia King. I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana, and I study communications with a minor in Spanish. I chose to attend IU East because we were going to be a new program, and I thought maybe I should be a part of something special and make history with these girls, win or lose, and I'm glad with my decision. My favorite IU East basketball memory? I'm stuck between a few of them, but the top one would have to be being featured in Sports Illustrated in December. I think that's pretty cool, and that's a blessing, and it gives recognition to IU East with all its athletics and its education. After graduation, I plan to travel a little bit, but I'd also like to go into grad school. I want to study public affairs or public relations. I feel like I could be a really good spokesperson for a company someday, and so I like to be involved in media and just helping people make the right decision, so I feel like that's a good fit for me. My message to IU East fans would be thank you for opening your community for us and coming with open arms for us to enter, and having all the support that you guys have had and trusting us to make something out of what we had in the beginning and just sticking through with us from the beginning to the end. I know in the earlier parts of our careers it was a little rough and a little nerve-wracking being blown out by like 40. But now we were beating top-ranked teams and going to nationals, and I feel like we've made a standard and we've put Richmond, Indiana on the map. So thank you for trusting us. Thanks to my family members, our teammates' families, our friends, just for supporting us, being there for us when we needed it on the roads. I know it was really tough going to Tennessee. We have some fans here or there, so all those that didn't go unnoticed, and we really appreciate that.
My name is Bailey Dryman. I'm from Vincennes, Indiana. I major in business administration, minor in exercise science. I chose to attend IU East because I wanted to get an IU degree, and we never had a program before, so coach is really pushing you got to start something new here, you got to set a tradition, and that's just an amazing thing to be able to do. Not many women get to experience that, so we really help build a tradition and a culture here. My favorite IU East basketball memory probably be finally winning a conference tournament championship on our home floor against an IU affiliate, and then we packed the gym, we went to cut down our nets. Like, it was just a great feeling. After graduation, I don't have a whole lot of plans. Hopefully I can make some money doing something that I like, so just kind of going with it. And my message to IU East fans would be to show the girls a little love. I know we like to come watch the guys play, but make sure you're showing the girls some love too. Thank you for the whole community. We do get a lot of love from the community, and thank you to my parents. They travel all across the country, wherever we're at. My parents are there to watch, and everybody else's parents. We do get a lot of love. And this is my daughter. This is Leia. She is 4 months old today. So.
Hi, my name is Mackenzie Campbell. I'm from Rushville, Indiana, and I'm majoring in business administration with a minor in sports management and marketing. I chose to attend IU East just because of the degree. I mean, a Big Ten degree. That's nice, and just because the atmosphere is such like a family atmosphere. My visit, everyone was just so welcoming, and I just thought it was awesome. My favorite IU East basketball memory definitely would be winning conference last year. We made it so close to the 2 previous years, and just finally get that win at home was awesome. After graduation, I don't have any set plans. I plan to get my real estate license, trying to go that path, but we'll see. And my message to IU East fans is just thank you for the support all through the 4 years. You've been great. Fill the stands, been supportive when it comes to school and basketball, so thank you.
We made it!
It's bittersweet to watch this class go out. Yeah, it seems like just yesterday I had these girls on their recruiting visits, and eating at the different restaurants that we were, and trying to sell them on who I am and what kind of program I wanted to build. And I'm really thankful for this class because they believed in it and stuck with it for their 4 years. So yeah, it's exciting that the day's here, but it's definitely bittersweet. I think this is one of the biggest classes that I've coached seniors with all the way through for 4 years. They're always going to have a special place in my heart because of the fact that they are the first class. I think we had all the pieces when we recruited these guys, and the fact that they stuck with it is, you know, the reason why we've been so successful or experienced success as quickly as we did. Yeah, there's been a lot of times that I can be really proud of these girls in this class. You know, I think about where we were on the first game against Taylor, and I think we lost by about 40 points, to where we ended up that season. Their freshman year, we knocked off the number 24 team in the nation, Rio, in the Final Four of our conference, and made it to the championship game the first year. That's pretty exciting. And then every year since then, we've been able to improve. You know, being able to beat some ranked teams and kind of get our name out there in the nation has been something that I've been really proud of these girls for doing. Also, almost all these girls on this team, their GPAs are above a 3.0, and that's pretty exciting for us. I know there for a couple of semesters we led the athletic department in team GPA, so you know, that's something else that we can be very, very proud of and want to set as our foundation for our program for the future. Some of my favorite moments with this group off the court have been, you know, just some of the bus rides, the team building activities we've done. We've had holiday parties. The first time we made it to nationals, I promised the girls that I would dance for them if I did, and it wasn't pretty, but that was probably a highlight for them off the court. But just really getting to see them grow up over these last 4 years and take some of the stuff that we do on the court and put it into their lives. Wow, I can't believe this day is here, but you know, I hope that the whole experience about your time here at IU East is what you remember the most. It's not just about the points or the games you've won. It's about the relationships. It's about the things that you had to go through and have overcome, because you're going to take those things and those are going to be life lessons for you for the rest of your life. I'm really proud of you guys, and I can't wait to see what your futures bring.
The leaders of First Bank Richmond encourage their employees to give their best effort towards serving the community. One organization very dear to many First Bank Richmond employees is the Third Grade Reading Academy. First Bank staff volunteers hundreds of hours and even host Academy students on site. Doing great things together stands for First Bank's commitment to continue doing all they can to make life better for their customers and our community. First Bank Richmond and you, doing great things together.
This is where a busy mom can work toward a bachelor's degree from a top national university during softball practice. It's where a service member can continue his college studies from anywhere in the world, and where you'll benefit from one of the country's most effectively delivered online programs.
Woohoo!
So, if you've ever wondered if a college education is really worth it, this is where you'll see that it is. This is Indiana University East Online.
sometimes be chaotic. And with small children, it can be difficult to get to the doctor.
Hi, Mrs. Towns. How are you doing?
I have a sick little boy right here. I think he might have an ear infection.
With Read Health Now virtual visits, you don't even need to leave your home.
I'll send in a prescription for him.
Quick, easy, convenient.
I didn't want to take the kids out today.
Oh, hey, Doc.
Read Health, right beside you, right now.
And welcome back to Inside IUE Sports. We just finished talking about the women's basketball seniors, and now it's time to talk about the men's seniors. The men's team will be playing their senior day game at Lingle Court at 3 p.m. on February 17th against Ohio Christian University. With that in mind, let's go ahead and meet our men's basketball seniors.
All right, my name is Brad Hunt. I'm from North Vernon, Indiana. I'm a senior here at IU East, and I'm a business administration major. The reason I chose to attend IU East was because of its proximity to my hometown. It's only about 2 hours away from home, so I was able to go back and forth easily when I needed to. Plus, it was a relatively inexpensive route compared to some of my other options. My favorite IU East basketball memory is probably when we made it to the Final Four back my sophomore year. It was a really, really big moment for our program. We never even won a national championship game before that, so it was a really good feeling to know that my team was the first to be able to do something like that for IU East. After graduation, I'm really just going to be looking around for jobs, just kind of keep my options open, see where I can go from there. My message to IU East fans, thanks for your past and continued support. Hope to see you the rest of the games this season. Thank you all very much.
My name is Grant Leach. I'm from Fishers, Indiana. I'm a business finance major. I chose to attend IU East because it's a great program. I wanted to play for a winning program, has a winning culture, and it's close to home, and I also get a great education. My favorite basketball memory here at IU East so far is probably beating Indiana Wesleyan, and probably just playing with all my teammates, getting to know them, and hopefully win a national championship will be my next memory. After graduation, I plan to go to grad school, either IU in Bloomington or in Ball State. My message to IU East fans is thanks for all the support this season. We've had great atmosphere here at home, and we've lost one game so far here, I think one game ever here, so just keep doing a great job, keep supporting us. Thank you so much.
Hello, I'm Lucas Huffman from Indianapolis, Indiana, and I'm majoring in biochemistry. I chose to come to IU East for two reasons. Academics were a big thing for me coming out of high school. I plan to do med school in the future, so kind of a nerd. So we have really good academics here at IU East, and that was a big thing. And on the basketball program was just an added bonus onto the school. My favorite IU East memory is making it to the Final Four. Getting recruited was our big thing, was to make the tournament. That was our big thing. We finally did that my freshman year. In my sophomore year, we won a couple games and got on a roll and made the Final Four, and it was really cool to be a part of the first team to do that here at IU East. After graduation, I plan to attend med school. It's kind of a tough journey. I actually have an interview, so we'll see what happens with that. Message to the IU East fans, just thanks for supporting me for the 4 years I've been here. A lot of people come to every game here at home, and that's kind of cool to have some support like that. Just thank you guys, and hopefully I can make you guys proud in the future.
This is Jacoby Claypool. I'm from Fort Wayne, Indiana. My major is business administration with the concentration in marketing. I chose to attend IU East just because of the family environment around the basketball team and the coaches and the rest of the athletic staff here. My favorite IU East basketball memory would have to be making it to the Final Four and just experiencing the whole banquet and all the experiences that came with that. After graduation, I plan to work for Sweetwater back home in Fort Wayne, and also with another audio equipment distributor called Sound Marketing. My message to IU East fans is just to start coming to more games, come out here, show your faces. We just got this beautiful new gym. There's no reason not to come.
My name is Charles Peterson. I'm from Connersville, Indiana. My major is business and my minor is sports management. I chose to attend IU East because I have some friends that go here. It's close to home, and it was a good chance to be a leader. My favorite IU East basketball memory is beating Southeast in the conference championship game last year, because it's Southeast and we're not big fans of them. After graduation, I plan to go on a missions trip called the World Race, which is an 11-month mission trip where I travel to 11 different countries. My message to IU East fans is to keep supporting us, and we'll keep doing our thing for you guys.
The leadership and the culture that they helped start, I think, you know, a lot of that goes back to Jacoby. One, for his taking the program over when he first got first got here from day one. I mean, it was his team from the second he walked on campus in the summer to the day he leaves, and that was huge. And then you know, the example that Brad set coming out of his freshman year, being a starter for about 25 games, and then taking a new role of not playing as much, but he embraced it and became you know, our biggest cheerleader, our best teammate, created a whole bench culture that that was started way back with Matt Warner, and Brad continued it and probably took it to another level, and you know, bought into that and helped prepare his teammates every day. That's probably the best example of who we are and being a great teammate that anybody could come up with. I think the best accomplishments of this group are probably yet to come. I think this may be the most successful group that we've had post-graduation, and that says a lot because we've got guys that are doing some pretty important things, really good jobs, you know, and are advancing in their careers. And I think this group probably has the most potential to do more than that, and professionally. And I think that's the biggest accomplishment I think that they could have. I mean, you bring them here wanting them to learn the tools it takes to succeed in life after they get out, and I think this group's going to have you know, with Luke going to med school, you know, hopefully he'll be very successful as a doctor. You know, Jacoby's going to be very, very successful whatever he chooses to do in the business world. Someday he's probably going to, you know, start a Fortune 500 company, he'll end up as a Fortune 500 company and be CEO, and that type of thing. Brad's going to be, with Brad's ability to adapt to his role and just to be a great coworker, great teammate, is going to be, you know, do tremendous things. You know, Charles is going to help people. I think that's the biggest thing with him. He's going to make a difference in people's lives, which is huge. And Grant's going to go on to be a very successful business person and hopefully advance and find fulfillment in professionally and you know, the corporate world. And so I think that there's going to be a lot of success come out of this group post basketball. Dealing with personalities with this group, I mean, the main three you think about are Brad, Luke, and Jacoby. You know, the proudest thing with them is that they've been able to win over 100 games in their career. They've been a part of, Kyle will have to figure out how many conference championships total between regular season and postseason that they've won. But, you know, Brad, for 4 years, Brad sat right behind me on the bus. You know, it was always in my ear, the conversations that we've had, everything from basketball to politics to, you know, to classes to whatever. You know, a lot of good memories and a lot of things I'll miss with that. You know, Jacoby has kind of moved to a spot up in the front of the bus too with the coaches, so we've had some good conversations, you know, on those road trips. I mean, that's a good time to bond when guys don't have their headphones in and are, you know, and taking part in conversations. It makes it fun, it makes time pass, and I think that's when you build a lot of good bonds with those guys. You know, with Luke, Luke hangs out in the office a lot, and you know, with Luke, it's more about making sure that you know, he's always the smartest person in the room, so it's making sure that he doesn't take advantage of that, you know, once he gets out in the world and gets going in his career. So those are probably the biggest memories. I mean, when you've had this many years with them, when you've had 4 years with those same guys, and you know, you've taken as many trips as we have, all those are really, really good memories. And the adversity, I mean, you know, Jacoby being out, breaking his hand and being out the year we made the run to the Final Four, and then Luke tearing his ACL and being out last year, you know, and still making a deep run in the tournament. I mean, all those things are, and how they responded to that, you know, and how they cheered their teammates on and wanted what was best for them, and that's a big plus for their character, you know, moving forward. I just hope we've done something to teach them some skills that they can use moving forward. You know, the work ethic, the selflessness, the dedication and commitment that it takes to be great at something. You know, being good is not enough. You've got to be great, and you know, we've really pushed them to do that, and hopefully they transfer that over to the next phase of their life, and I think these guys will, and I hope that they stay close to the program, which I'm pretty sure that they will, and they keep in touch and they follow us and they come back and pass what they've learned on to the next group, because it you know, at this point with them, it's about legacy. What are they gonna be remembered as? And you know, as the most successful group, I also want them to be hope that they're the most involved group after they leave too.
All right, well, there you have it from all of our women's and men's basketball seniors, as well as a few words from some of the coaches. That wraps up this episode of Inside IUE Sports. I'm your host, Caleb Gillock. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.